Welcome back to the morning show on Channel 18 Outside Television. We're talking student loans, financial aid, and college this morning with Ashley Weier. But before we get on with it, big thanks to the Grand Lake Chamber of Commerce, grandlakechamber.com. Huge weekend. They have the fireworks display of the county going on 4th of July night at 10 p.m. over the largest natural lake in the state, which is a pretty incredible area. Go look at beautiful views of Rocky Mountain National Park. And enjoy all the restaurants and shops of Grand Lake before the fireworks shows, especially Poncho and Lefty's. I've had many a margarita at Poncho and Lefty's. So I'm hanging out again with Ashley Weier, and we're talking, I'm trying to think where we even left off, but...
I tell you, we were talking about college advisors and counselors. And so there's a difference for families. Your school college counselor, your school counselor is the most important person in your process because they're the ones that will send your school recommendation, send your transcripts. They're the ones that can officially talk to colleges on your behalf. I've casually talked to some schools because my daughter was going through the process for friends. But the counselor can officially do that, and the teachers will write recommendations. As an advisor, I help parents see the big picture. I know more about the money piece. I can spend time thinking outside the box with their child. I don't have a preconceived notion of them from being in the school forever,
right.
Whatever their reputation is. Sometimes they may feel more comfortable sharing something that they're writing in an essay with an advisor than with their college counselor.
Well, a big thing we've talked about off camera is a lot of little tricks, and we don't need to go into them right now, but there are a lot of, not tricks, but tips on how to fill out certain things or maybe how to organize your finances and assets to help with the process to maybe make yourself more eligible for some...
Right. The one tip is that when you look at the FAFSA, which is come out on October 1st, and that's where your financial information is for families that will determine what your aid is. The student's assets, they consider that the student will contribute a quarter of their assets per year. The family's assets are considered at far less than that. But your liabilities, that credit card debt you may have, those few $1,000s hanging out.
Car loans, right.
Your own student loan, your car loan,
yep.
Those are not counted against your assets. So
if I understand you correctly, you're better off just paying down those assets so that your cash, your cash in the account is lower, so it actually makes less available for college, and then you got all the debt paid off.
Right, and so it's those little debts that can eat up
the nickels and dimes that matter, right? And that's what's so beneficial to have someone, an advisor, to help you out. And of course, we do have great counselors at East Grand School District. It's a starting point, and they'll help get you organized as well.
Yeah, they'll be great. They're with you the whole time. At my school, we have for juniors and seniors a college and career readiness class. We're actually bringing it down to 9th and 10th grade. So every day, they have a period of the day where we work on test preparation. Sometimes it's studying for their AP exams, helping keep up their grades, making sure that we have student success.
So really with the college mindset. And so
and exploring the money.
Just because we're short on time, let's just hit on a few things. So obviously grades are very important.
Right.
For financial aid, it's going to be how to fill out that FAFSA, knowing what to do and how to handle that. That's very important. Obviously, a huge thing we haven't talked about is, I think you mentioned the ACT, but in Colorado we're going to the SAT. But that's a huge factor as well. Can you speak on that a little?
Yeah, the SAT has changed from when we took it. It changed about 2 years ago, and it is based on the Common Core state standards. So if your child has been in public school with Common Core, they'll probably be pretty well prepared. If they've been in a private school that didn't adopt some of the Common Core methods that are tested, you're going to want to look closely at the test because your child's going to do well, but with a little bit of prep, they'll do even better. And for students taking the SAT here in Colorado, they need to, regardless of how well they do on it the first time, they need to look at the resources that the College Board is providing for them for free to raise their test score. The first time they take it, they'll get a report that outlines everything they've missed, everything they've gotten right, and they can see where their holes are.
Oh, and that's huge. And then you can really focus on those weaknesses and hone in.
Now, let's say it's just statistics. That's a big weakness a lot of kids have because we never seem to get to it in math class because it's so easy.
And just in the interest of time, we'll
I'll just Khan
summarize.
Academy. So they should go to khanacademy.com.
Khanacademy.com
for free test prep.
That is a huge deal.
And it takes you to mastery. So all you'll study are those statistics, bring that to mastery. I had one student raise his math score just using Khan Academy in a very disciplined, everyday exercise kind of way. 30 minutes of exercise, 20 minutes of test prep.
We're not talking a huge commitment, but just to focus and repetitive testing, and you can identify weaknesses.
Right. He took his math from a 580 the first time to 740 the second time.
Well, there it is, and that's a huge another contributor to acceptance and financial aid going into college.
He earned a lot of money with the half hour a day.
Well, Ashley, thanks so much for being on our program.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
We could probably talk the entire show about this because it's a huge challenge for adults, but definitely reach out and find an advisor or speak with the counselor and get some assistance, because there's so many things that you can learn to help with this process. Thanks again for being on our show.
Thank you so much.
And have a great rest of your summer here in Grand County.
I'm so excited about it.
All right, with that, we're going to take a break, but definitely stick around. We got one of my favorite locals, Robert Blay, coming in. His website is staywinterpark.com. He's an owner of a management company in town, and he's also on the Grand County Tourism Board, so he's got a lot of information he's going to share with us. We'll be back right here on The Morning Show on Channel 18.